Hello.
Howdy.
Welcome back to Sense of Direction.
My name's Kevin.
I'm Dylan. And today we're going to talk a little bit about goals. What are they? How do we set them? How do we keep track of them? And what does it mean to stay accountable for them? The first thing that we should talk about when we talk about goals is that there are going to be two primary goals that they fall under. We have long-term goals and short-term goals. Long-term, we're going to think 1 to 10 years. Short-term could be weeks to months or, days. I guess.
Yeah. Then you can break your days into mornings and afternoons.
Yeah. Like
Hours.
morning goals, night goals. You want to stick something in your routine to stay accountable on. There's lots of ways to implement goals in your life and it not just be like, oh, this is something that I wish I could do.
Yeah.
Like, I wish one day I could stay on track to do that. There are ways that you can stay on track. We actually have a few different types of methods that you can do and maybe some fun creative projects for those who hate logging into an Excel sheet or logging it out in analog style.
Making lists.
Yeah, but whatever works for you. Just know that you can format it in a way that fits into your life. You just need to ask yourself a couple questions before you start your goals.
Yes.
Why are you working on this goal? Why should I achieve my goal? What do I gain from accomplishing this goal?
You got to think about some potential blockers. You just got to ask yourself what you really want, and be honest with yourself,
Yeah.
One thing that I struggle with is going to the gym. And I know that if I don't pack my gym bag and put it in my car the day before I plan on going to the gym, then I'm not going to go to the gym the next day. So, you gotta negotiate with yourself, you know?
Set yourself up for success.
Yes.
We're all about, I wish I could remember, there's like a thing, a word for delayed gratification. And I heard about it. Yeah, there's like a specific term for it. And I learned it back in high school because my friends were obsessed with backing in their cars. And they had seen this video about how, like, in Japan, people always back out because, like, it saves them when they're leaving. And, like, there was, like, a term for it, but I don't remember. All I know is that it was for delayed gratification.
Yes. Yeah.
So, and it does save you. It saved you how much time in the morning because then you're not panicking that did I pack my bag? Like you're not at the gym. Like, do I have my socks? Or
Yeah. Although I will say I have packed my bag and then I forget like a towel or like shampoo because I usually shower at the gym and then I'm just like, well, dang. I tried.
Well, at least you could like go through your gym.
Pat myself in the back.
But yeah, there's several different methods of doing goals. I think when we think about goals, the first one that comes to mind is probably the SMART acronym. We have specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So specific, you should be clear about your goal, what, when, where, how, because let's just say, for example, I have a goal to go to eventually in my life, I want to go to another country for New Year's Eve, okay?
Yeah.
I know that that's going to be, I don't know, maybe a 5-year goal because that's probably going to be a lot of money for a plane ticket, accommodations, food. I want to like see the city. And you have to figure out a measurable way of like, okay, I have a 5-year timeline. How much money each year should I be saving, or how long will that take me? And then just check in with yourself as you're moving through your goals. And it doesn't have to be something crazy. It could be just, I would like to clean my house more, or, Actually, one of the examples in a habit tracker had like flossing, and I know that sometimes people forget about that. So
I flossed this morning
yeah,
for the first time in like 2 weeks.
wow, your dentist is so proud.
I know. It was very painful.
Ooh, because it's been a while.
Yeah, because it's been a while,
Yeah.
but it's okay.
But yeah. So whatever your goal is, it's just have something to like a benchmark to move towards.
You got to find a good medium between being kind of vague, so you're making it kind of achievable, but also you want to shape the thing, you know?
Yeah. Give yourself room to like.
It's like a target. You got to know what you're aiming at. You know, you can just throw shit to the wall, but if you have a little target and you can kind of see it, you just.
Or that the famous saying, "Shoot for the moon, land amongst the stars." You know, have somewhere, some sort of direction.
That one almost made me shed a tear. I'm not gonna lie.
I like that saying a lot.
It is.
I feel like relevant. Yeah, we already talked about that.
I mean, yeah. You don't want to do something you don't. You know, you do things you enjoy.
And don't set a goal for someone else. Like, oh, I think like my parents would like if I achieve this thing. Do it because you want to do it.
Treat yourself.
I think it's like growing up, you have a lot of people in your world, and sometimes it can be hard to like hear yourself speak.
Yeah.
So make sure you have moments to like reflect upon you. Where do you want to take your life? And however that means to you.
I'll say the most important one is probably time bound.
Yeah.
You know, that's the end of the acronym.
Yes.
Time bound.
Which I guess on there it says it creates a sense of urgency and helps you prioritize, which I think some people like that. Some people, you put a time limit on something and they start to freak out because then it's like, oh God, I have whatever.
This is why we do short-term and long-term goals. You know? We gotta.
And then once you have an idea of like the type of life you want or the lifestyle you want, like the things that come with that will just happen naturally. So, you know, focus on something that is actually important that you really want to focus on. Maybe it's you really want to find a new place to live. You hate your landlord, or you don't like your neighbors, or you want just more of a friendly environment, or you want to buy a dog or something because animal.
They're cute.
Yeah. And I think they do help people sometimes.
Oh, they do.
Life is lonely, and you don't have to be alone. So
you just pet the little sucker.
Yeah. Last thing for different types of methods, we're going to talk about the ladder method, which is going to be probably the easiest way for you to stay like on track towards a long-term goal, because it kind of breaks it down. It's not like, okay, in 20 years, I want to accomplish all of this stuff. How do I do that? Because you have the rings of the ladder that tells you, okay, at 20 years,
like in 20 years, I want to own an island, but how am I going to do that?
Yeah. So our turtle tip, our turtle tip is to start with your long-term goal and work backwards. So specifically this ladder method, which hopefully will have like a visual or something that could pop up right here.
I hope you can visualize a ladder.
I
hope you don't need a visual for a ladder, but if you do, we'll put it up there.
Is like 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, and 5 years. And then just work on it year by year, take it month by month, week by week, like however you have to break it down to make it not so like chaotic and stressful.
Yeah.
Because I think sometimes when people focus in on something, they're just kind of like, well, how the heck am I going to get to this thing?
Yeah.
And like you can just take it one step at a time. And I think working backwards.
Dude, reverse engineering your life is how to do it.
Yeah.
That's just the way to go.
I find it incredibly helpful to like work backwards to just figure out, okay, well, what time do I have to even
like
start
this ladder method is kind of like you're kind of just like I was talking about the target. You're just kind of decorating the target, and you got your little bullseye, and then you got your little rungs, and you're just seeing what you want to aim towards, you know? And that's just going to change over time, but like at least you know the type of life or the goal, or, you know.
And goals change all the time. Excuse me.
Got the little smoker voice there for a second.
So goals change all the time. So it's important to also just like check back in with those things, because maybe your 20-year goal does change after year 5 or something, or it becomes more specific, or a new opportunity has come into your life and now you want to go that way. Like, it's just like planning out your life. You don't have to do it to a T.
Yeah,
but you
because it makes it boring. You
yeah.
know?
Excuse me, I'm gonna have some water.
Told you to lay off the cigs, dude.
I don't know.
So basically what Dylan was trying to say was, you don't want to, don't get too like nerdy about it, you know? Like, just have a general idea of what you want out of your life and then just plan towards it, you know?
Yeah. So there are some things that can help do this if you are not in a traditional mindset.
Yeah, if you're not a free spirit and you want to pull out the Excel sheet, go for it. But
so there are these things called habit trackers. I've kind of heard about them, but doing this research, I found out that they have you can buy free sheets online. You can buy a notebook that has a little spiral circle that tells you for the month, where you like do circle in the days.
There's little apps now too. I forgot what it was called. I had it for a while, but I deleted it just because I was like kept forgetting about it. But it's like you have like a little bird avatar, and then you get to like create your habits, and like anytime you complete your habits, like the bird, like you get like money. It's like Club Penguin, but God. For people that want to form habits.
Yeah, so there's something out there for everyone. If you need your life to have a little bit like feel like a game or have some pizzazz or something, like you can create it your way. There's no one way to do things. We're just telling you the things that you should look for when thinking about your future, especially when it comes to finances here at Turtlesmith. But we know that life is more than finances, and like you can do it. You can do it. You just have to figure out which way works for you. In addition to habit trackers, maybe you don't want to go through, okay, today, did I floss? Did I, exercise? Did I make my own meal? Like, maybe that's too rigid.
Robotic?
Yeah. You could create a vision board, digital or physical. Sometimes people are more visually focused. Mm-hmm. So
I know people have been doing like bingo cards.
Yeah, I actually did that for this year with my friends for our New Year's resolutions. We just kind of did I think it was a 5x5 bingo card of like just goals we wanted to try to accomplish. And I've colored in a few of the squares.
Nice. So, I need to get on that. I haven't done that yet. Usually my vision boards are in my head, just in my brain.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it can be useful to have it out.
You're right.
It's in your physical world. In a way, it seems like you're another step closer to actualizing the goal, which is why they're helpful. But maybe that's too much. You don't want to create a Pinterest board. You don't want to cut out scrapbook pictures. Maybe you just need a really cool friend to talk and sit down and like actually have like a dedicated moment to be like, hey man, what are your dreams and aspirations? Yeah. And then just kind of check in about that. I talk with my friends all the time, like about writing, directing. Like I have so many creative people in my life that I'm so thankful for, that like it's cool when they're like, I'm so excited about this project, or I just got inspired. I just had this thing happen. I wanna do something about it. Like you get to check in with them. They're like, hey, how'd that writing project go? Or and sometimes your friend asks and you're like, actually, I tossed that. I don't want, it didn't end up working out. But that's okay, because one, you still have a person in your life that's like interested
in what you're doing and your goals.
And it's an accountability buddy, a way to stay accountable for like things that you're working towards or working on. I don't know, man.
It's like a gym partner, you know?
Yeah.
Which I don't have, but
I think there's some psychology about like using another like person.
Mhm.
Like there was some Psychology Today article that talked about goals and like
well, you just feel less alone if
yeah.
you're gonna get a little depressing here for a second.
I mean that's part of
We
life.
all get lonely, man.
Yeah. Especially like after college, when kids like
Oh yeah, when
they
you're
don't
just
have roommates.
all your friends are just kind of like
they move away. You know, it's hard, but this could also be a good way to like stay in touch with friends. I have a friend that lives in Oregon. I could call her up and be like,
how's it going?
How's it going? How's that thing you're doing? She's switching it up all the time.
Yeah.
I think right now she's doing really good though. So most of the time when we check in, it's like, oh
Not
my
good?
gosh,
Oh.
how's the family? You know, we're getting kind of old now. It's like, all right,
Speak for yourself.
when are you getting married? I know.
I'm on my third marriage, actually. Progress checks.
Yeah, that's what I can just think of the Princess Bride. Okay, so in addition to all of this, to nicely wrap it up in a bow, is to just make sure you do progress checks.
Yeah.
Check in with your goals. There's this one that was kind of like, do like a you could break it up into quarters.
Yeah. I will say you could also do like, if you have goals, you can also kind of the ladder method, you can break your goals into that as well. Because like, let's say you want to learn a new skill or save money. Like one of my goals that I'm doing right now is I just want to save more money and I want to have a good set amount of money, but I broke it down into like, okay, how much do I get paid? How much disposable income do I have? And how much a day do I have to save in order to like get this by the end of the year, you know? So it's kind of like, starting, this is how much money I want to have, break it up into months, days, and then being realistic, being like, maybe I need more, a better paying job, or I just need to stop wasting so much money. Same with like the skill. Yeah. Like when I first picked up guitar, I was like, I just need to learn how to like play this chord. Now this scale, now learn this song. And, you just kind of go from there. You start with your little fun idea and then you just go backwards. So.
Yeah. I think when Scott was introducing me to this method, he had asked me like, what is like something that I've always wanted to do? And I think I said open an art installation.
Mm-hmm. Like an art space?
Yeah, just an art space. And then he kind of worked it back like, well, you'll need to have a certain amount of money to like open up a venue. You'll need to network because I can't just open something up that no one wants to know or no one knows about. And then I need to have a bunch of work to put in it. Like right now I have a small collection, but I have big projects that I want to work on. That will take time and network because there's a couple of large scale
I guess you can
projects.
say goal setting is an art in itself.
True. Hey. Yeah. Off the dome?
Off the dome, dude. Straight off the dome.
Yeah. So whatever life throws your way, know that you can handle it and know that you can look forward and achieve what you want. Just make sure it's realistic. Make sure you know how you're going to do it, how, when, what, where, what all encompasses. What all encompasses?
What it all encompasses.
Yeah.
That's that
to do it. And
English
then,
degree.
Yeah. And then once you set your mind to something, like...
You kind of get like a snowball effect, which is why when we talked about this in the beginning, it's short-term and long-term. Like, if you start with short-term goals, you can do daily, weekly, monthly. Once you kind of get in the rhythm of like, just the serotonin and dopamine you get from accomplishing something, like it's going to snowball and then you're just going to get more confidence and start tackling bigger, long-term goals. So it's good. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Any last words?
Comment below what your goals and dreams are. Is what I was say.
Goals is one of those words like if you say it over and over again,
that happens with any word with me.
But goals, I feel like is
Yeah. If I just think about a word for too long, like the letters start to not exist, and I'm like, that's a
and you're
made
just
up
making
word.
noises.
There's something that I was like working on, like I was writing the same word over and over for a client, and I was
Like
just
Bart
like,
Simpson?
no, I don't. I think it was like it was like
It was a meme.
I don't
but
know. Oh, damn.
Not cultured.
Don't
It's
know.
okay.
I don't know, but we don't have to talk about that. Words are weird.
Set your goals and get them done.
Yeah.
Go out there and live
Get
it
it
up.
done. And also, if one of your goals is to start your own business, head over to the rest of our podcast because we lay it out there for you. A step-by-step guide at turtlesmith.com, and then listen to John and Scott with all of their experiences and crazy stories and wisdom that they've had to like set people up to do that. So
Yeah.
just know that you can accomplish anything. A gold star.
I'm thinking about that Key and Peele skit where he's like a basketball player and he's like he just won a championship and he's telling like kids to get up on the roof and like jump off and they can fly. He's like, okay, I'm just gonna stop there, but that's what I'm thinking about right now. It's so funny, dude. It's so funny. I'm gonna show you right after this. Okay. Anyways.
This has been Sense of Direction with Dylan
and Kevin.
We hope you
Bye-bye.
Bye.